Hey everybody, welcome to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, and this is the 51st episode in my 4th Age of Wonders 3 Advanced Strategy series. I wanted to start this episode off by saying thanks to everyone for understanding following my last channel update that I'm cutting back to just one Age of Wonders episode per week for the time being, at least on a regular basis. That's not to say I'll never ever get 2 done in 1 week, but on a regular basis, that's probably what it's going to be like. I just wanted to say thanks for understanding. You know, everyone just like mostly comments. A lot of them were just like, "Don't burn yourself out" and that type of thing. And I think that that's kind of good practice in one sense because I don't want the quality of my videos to suffer. And like I said, I want to have some creative freedom to do other series. I have a couple things I'm interested in doing just for fun. So. I don't know that it's going to come soon per se, but I like having the creative license to be able to go and the time to be able to go and do something different if I want to do that. But yeah, thanks so much again for understanding, and we'll just continue on as normal with the comments. There's a bunch of them this week, which is great because there was some really good stuff, and a lot of it had to do with item management. But before I get into all of that, I wanted to start with one from a comment from Frontline. He pointed out that, and I didn't know this, the next game from Triumph Studios is apparently going to be announced at PDXCon in Stockholm on May 18th. So I had no idea. According to the article I was reading, it said it'll be turn-based and should appeal to Age of Wonders fans. So that's good news. I don't know anything more about it than that, really, but I will post a link in the description of this video, and you can remind me if I forget to post that link, because there's a very good chance I will, and then I'll just edit the video and put it up. But I'm going to try to remember to put that link in the description of this video so you guys can go read about it yourselves. I don't know. I know there was at least some Age of Wonders devs who were watching my videos at one point, so I was kind of hoping that I might get invited, but I don't know that I'm big time enough to quite get those sorts of invitations yet because it's Stockholm, so I get it. But anyway, as far as comments for this week's episode goes, where I wanted to start with, and I'll get into the item management stuff in a bit, because there's a lot to talk about there. But with regard to this city over here, I was wondering why the goblins were not upset about that volcanic terrain, because I didn't have a Heart of the Volcano. It's because I cast Suppress Nature. I'm a Dreadnought. I keep forgetting about that spell, but I cast Suppress Nature a while ago, and that's what was doing the trick. I get no morale penalties from climate, so I don't need to worry about that. But yeah, thanks to Sotarian for pointing that out. Let's see, is there anything not item related I could talk about before I get into that? I could, you know what, I'm just going to go in order of the notes on my phone, or else I'm going to get hopelessly confused here and miss something. So, Arch Redbeard and Civ 5 Addict, for starters, both said that I should probably sell the tinderbox that my druid's been carrying around. I agree, that's kind of a relic from a long time ago when I was planning on using it to flame a unit and then convert it, because setting a unit on fire, immolating a unit, gives you or lowers the unit's resistance and makes it easier for effects like Seduce to work. But that's not really a big deal anymore for me, and it's just really taking up space that could be better utilized for other things. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. I don't think I've even used it once, so that's usually a pretty good sign that you don't really need the item if you're not using it at all. Arch Redbeard also said I should make a life drain sword for the king. That's a good idea, and I'm going to do that now. I checked through, and I have 3 of them. I have 2 of them. One is on my Necromancer, and one is on my Warlord. The Necromancer is going to need one because I do want to turn that into more of a melee fighter to take advantage of Ghoul Curse, which is something that Arch Redbeard mentioned. Let's go ahead and get this sword made here. Call it another vampiric sword and give it that red glow. That I realized that I need to kind of name my item, or keep my items the same, like the red glowy sword always for lifesteal, because I tend to get things mixed up. And I'll actually talk about that in a second too. Alright, so I think generally speaking I go with Overwhelm and Life Drain. There it is. Vampiric sword. Alright, go ahead and forge that, and definitely take it off of infinite production. We don't need infinite copies of it. Okay, so we got that going for us. Arch Redbeard mentioned I should consider with the Dragon City buying the vassal and hurrying production of dragons. This late in the game, probably not a bad idea. That I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's kind of expensive, but I got the money for it. That's not a big deal. Um, One thing I wanted to look at first. So that's the city happiness towards me. I was a little confused because I was looking for the race relation modifier. I was looking in the race relation modifiers for it to say dragons like barons, which doesn't seem to appear here. What confuses me a little bit is down in the underground with my dwarf vassal here. It does tell me that. It says they have liked terrain. Wait, where does it say that? I was just looking at this a minute ago. Oh, no, I must have been looking at the wrong thing. Somehow I clicked on this. I don't know how to actually see that, but I could swear that said liked terrain times 100 something, but maybe not. Okay, so then I guess I should be able to see that once I bought the dragons. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and buy them. The only well, actually, hang on. There's hostile wyverns like right there, like a hostile. I don't know if I can with those enemy units there, because it's going to take me some time. I was going to hurry production and rush dragons, but it would take me some time to get there. It's going to take at minimum one turn to do anything, so I probably actually can't buy them right now. But I'll try to remember to do that in the future. Let's see. Oh yeah, Arch Redbeard is the one who mentioned that I should turn the Necromancer into a tank to take advantage of Ghoul Curse. I should have done that a long time ago. That's a very good point. I can still do that. I'm going to be rearranging some items here, so a lot of that comes down to what item she's carrying. But yeah, she does already have the Life Drain Sword, which I'm actually probably going to get rid of in a second and give to my king, but I'll talk about that in a second too. So the Blood Sacrifice Ring that my Warlord has, Arch Redbeard pointed out that I should be using that more too. It's probably better than Jack's Gift. The Warlord has Jack's Gift, which is giving him plus 10 HP. Where is he? There he is. He should level up again soon. Well, for one thing, he's getting the wrong item, because I'm going to end up giving that to my king. But I thought he had Resurgence. Maybe that has been given to the Druid. So I think I sent the Resurgence item to the Druid when I was giving this item to this guy, so I might have to get that back. But anyway, basically, this item is probably more useful than plus 10 health, because this can heal 10 health to all units in the army. And I didn't know this, but what Arch Redbeard and others are telling me is that this affects all units, I think including machines and undead. So that's kind of a cool thing. I need to remember to use it, of course, but yeah, I think that could be pretty interesting. Once he gets that, I'm going to probably give it to the king and swap some armor sets around. But that's going to be 4 turns in the future anyway, so we got some time before that happens. Jeff suggested once I get those dragons to use them to clear the heart structure. I will eventually do that. These armies are really not that far away, but I can't really spare the time for them to go deal with that, unless I can get like a small group to break off, but I don't really have a small group to break off, so maybe. And these guys are kind of busy over here. I don't want to cut these guys out of their way to go do anything right now. I want to go straight after Valerie as fast as I can. So I think that's gonna stay. I'll try to keep this in mind. Maybe I can summon some Earth Elementals and get something over there to deal with all that. Honestly, one Earth Elemental could probably handle all of that with no trouble. Probably. The Lesser Air Elemental will do some damage, but actually they're weak to shock and poison, and that's kind of what these things do, but I think 2 Elementals at least would be fine. Alright, Daniel Moe is the one who mentioned that I should send the Obsidian Armor to the King because my Warlord has Resurgence and the King can make use of shock protection from the Obsidian Army instead. The Warlord actually does not have Resurgence. Like I said, that was on the item that he used to have that I just sent to the Druid, so he doesn't have Resurgence anymore, but it is still... I'll probably get that back eventually. The bottom line is that I really want this item going to my king anyway, because it gives him 60% of that shock protection that I was looking for, and then I can take some of the other items that my king has and send them to the Necromancer to give her some shock protection too, so that she can take advantage of Ghoul Curse and try to get some Manicore Riders from the High Elf. Well, actually from either of the two remaining enemies, High Elf or Draconian. So yeah, I think that's a good idea. I would love to get some Ghoul Manicore Riders. And I'm probably going to need shock protection to do it effectively on the Necro, so... And let's see, the king already has a... Guess Who 115 pointed out that my king already has a healing item. I was looking at sending him a potion, but wanted to mention that he already has a Staff of Healing right there, so don't need to worry about that. Final few comments from Jeff would to give the Sorcerer Charged Army. Actually, that is pretty much the last comment. I know there's a lot of them this week. That's taken me a little while to get off the ground, but I thought there were a lot of good ones worth talking about. So, yes, the Sorcerer over here probably should have Charged Army. I think I missed getting that earlier because I was rushing for Chaos Rift kind of hard. But, yeah, he's got some points to spend, and there's really no reason for him not to have Charged Army. It really benefits everybody there. So, yep, Charged Army it is, and I think I will probably wait and see what else he can get next time he levels up, which I think he can still level up, right? Yeah, he's still got 4 levels to go before he hits max. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and get rolling here then. So, with regard to all that stuff I just talked about with the items, I'm going to make several moves here. First, I need to get rid of this static shield. I want to send that to the Necromancer probably, and then she'll be able to make better use of it. I might end up sending this shield to her, or possibly that Shield of Power. Actually, that might stay on my king. Yeah, what I'm going to do, because this shield gives my king Defender, so this shield is going to go on my king. The Obsidian Armor will go on my king to replace, because he doesn't need Defender anymore because he'll get it from the shield. And then I'm going to send that shield to the Necromancer, actually. So I might end up selling that static shield. Yeah, this is all sorts of kind of goofed up right now. I'm just going to start sending these items out now. I know I'm going a couple turns without having them, but I don't want to forget what I'm doing with all of this. I may need some of these other shock protection items to get to 100% shock protection, but yeah, he's going to have one of the best shields and best armor in the game. This guy's going to be absolutely ridiculous, and I'm perfectly okay with that. When does that shield arrive? That's 3 turns. I got to go a few turns without it, but that's all right. We'll manage. I'll just have to be a little careful with him, but I want to get these items on their way now. With regard to his weapon, I am going to send him the Necromancer, the one the Necromancer currently has. She is currently dealing primarily with the Draconians. Whoops, that's not her. She's primarily dealing with the Draconians right now. So I can still use her ranged attacks, as they might be useful with the frost damage. But eventually I will want to have that life drain sword on her, and that's where I'm going to send the new one that I just started making. So for now, that's going to go to the king, and she's just not going to have a melee weapon for the moment. Yeah, and then I'll sell that once it gets to her. She's also got upgrade points that I probably should be spending, unless I wanted to get Necromantic Aura or Undying, which both of those might be useful. I'll hold off for now. I might want those. Okay, so now that that's all kind of underway, I think I can continue going. I'll just have to try to remember all that stuff going forward. Grand Palace here, and I would prefer to probably hurry production. Yes, to have the casting points early, I'm going to say that's worth it. The city will still be happy, so... I don't know, the city does generate a lot of gold too, so I might want to... If I unhurry it, let's see, 570. It will be at 600 if I don't hurry the production. I think I'll just let that one run out. I'll also need to get something to boost up the borders just a little bit there too. Yeah, I'll let that one just run out. That's fine. I'm getting close to 300 casting points. That's very encouraging. But yeah, I'm just going to let that one run out for the sake of keeping happiness, getting happiness above 600. Alright. For this city, I might want to go with the hospital first. It's currently building the shrine, but you know what? I want the hospital first. I want to hurry production on it too, because it'll provide happiness to make up for that. And then we'll do the siege workshop and then the shrine. Okay, another Griffin Rider is done. Just gonna keep piling some up here. You know, I bet these Griffin Riders could actually go deal with the units down harassing the dragons. They don't seem to be needed over here, especially now that I've taken this city. Oh wait, no, I was gonna send some stuff across the water to post on that cave entrance. I still think that's a good idea. I need a couple more gathered together here, but yeah, eventually that is where they're gonna go. Alright, making a road down this direction. Probably cut right through there. Yeah, that'll be fine. City awaits its fate. Alright, it's faster to migrate it to anything, and I'm pretty sure the Draconians kind of hate me a little bit, so... yeah. So they're getting migrated to somebody else. Anybody else, really. Oh wait, no, that's a Goblin city. They don't really hate me. What kind of stuff is there? I think I'll just let that be goblins. I'm not in any hurry to do anything with that city. I'll just absorb it. Alright, you guys are all out of movement. That's right. Oh, good, a tribute. I'll take that small army and combine it with that other army. Perfect. It's a stack of 6. Why don't you guys go back and hang out with them? Alright. Builder's Hall is done here, and this city was originally going to be used for producing the Swarm Darters. I don't see that being a thing anymore. I almost wonder if this city is even worth upgrading. It's going to take so much time and money, and I think the game would probably be over by then. You know, I think I'm just going to basically use this city as a summoning point for Earth Elementals. I'm not going to... I think for a lot of these new cities, especially the really small ones, it's probably not worth the investment to do anything with them, or the time for that matter. I think this city just got a Grand Palace. Yes, it did. Alright. So, I'm not going to do anything with this one either. That's going to go on merchandise too. That many less notifications per turn will be nice. Okay, got a stone wall here. Still waiting on the druid to get up there and deal with that. So for the time being, because I need to clear that Forbidden Sanctum, for the time being I will just do merchandise. And oh man, it'd be nice if those haste berries were back. But somebody else grabbed them. I think maybe I got him with a different unit. I could have used him. He should be able to make it. Yeah, that army can make it there on the next turn. So the next turn they'll clear that. Then I can build the Forbidden Sanctum upgrade for that city. Altar of Bound Souls or whatever it is. And I assume I was planning on making feathered serpents here. I may as well make a few just for the fun of it. How about we make like 4 of them? Because I have money and don't know what else to do with it. Alright, I got a new builder here, and I think the snake is just joining them. Alright, do I go north or south? I'm going to say I go south first. That's more of a dead end, and I like to get stuff behind me first, rather than moving ahead. I do want to get the builder in on this battle, though. Well, no, he's going to be too far behind. I think I'll just go after this city as it is. I can probably cheese this a little bit and get plenty of repairs. Wait, do I have 2 builders? Oh, I do have 2 builders in this group already. Okay, cool. Well, then I should be able to get quite a bit of healing out of this battle from my machines. I really do not need everybody down there, so as long as these machines are in good condition, and it looks like they are, I'm going to be perfectly happy with that. So on that note, why don't you go hang out with them? And I can drop that crossbow from the group so that we can have at least 1 repair unit in every group. And let's see here. Alright, so gonna do this manual just because I can, and I can repair a bunch of stuff. Oh good, it started the builder on the right side. Wait, I do have a settler down here somewhere. Okay, well, fortunately for me, they are just defending, so I'm going to take that opportunity to repair all my stuff. Wait, what did I just... Oh, I broke a fence. Okay. Do you have... Okay, no, she does not have Summon Thunderstorm. There's the settler. Okay. He was around somewhere. Alright, repairs for you, more repairs for you. Start moving these guys up, just so I can do damage on those Tigrans when needed. Oh no, they've ensnared the settler. Oh, they're charging. Okay. I probably scared him with these things. Tigrans, naturally, they're Tigrans, yep. Okay, I'm gonna start by trying to charm it, probably. In fact, I definitely want to charm it. I'm gonna let that one run in and hit the Golem. You seem like a good candidate. Actually, the Naga. You have regrowth. Oh wait, I need to curse it too. I'm definitely gonna get one of those guys. I'm definitely gonna try. I think this one is just gonna get blowed up. I'm gonna try for converting the other one. Okay. You're gonna take some punishment, aren't you? Dang, these guys are holding out. That was what, 3 shots? Might have to give him... Do I have anything to lower his defense? I don't think so. Well, I mean, it's not like he's gonna kill one of these things, but it's just more damage I have to repair. Eh, whatever. The other one's gonna get to him too. So I'll fix it later. Where's my engineer? I left him sitting around somewhere, I think. And I'm afraid the Tigrans see him, and I don't. I thought for sure... Oh no, he was in the other army, I think. The army that did not come down with these units. You jerks. Alright. Curse, please? Please work? Yes, alright. Yeah, you can take that hit. Oh, did not take the... Oh yeah, because they turned around. Right, cool. That works for me. Aw, I was kind of hoping that this one would still get a chance to lifesteal. Alright, you can go ahead and beat up on that one if you want. Unless it goes for... It might go for the settler. Nope. It's just going to hit that thing as much as it can. Alright, that's fine. Police work? Aw. Well, I tried my best. Those things probably have tireless. Yep, they have tireless. Crap. Alright, different strategy. Well, at least this guy's guard is down. My different strategy is blow them up. It's always a winning strategy. Oh yeah, always a winning strategy. Dang it, I wanted a phalanx. That would have been nice. So many warlord units in this one, man. Alright, if I wanted to, I would probably go after this structure with these armies, but I don't really. I just want to keep moving forward and try to finish this game off. Can't really give everybody the haste berries, so I guess nobody gets the haste berries. Huh. Oh, yeah. I guess I kind of messed that up too. Okay. I'll organize these a little bit better in the next turn. Oh, Snake is out of movement, so you'll have to wait there. This is kind of just a mess of units, but it's a very effective mess of units. Okay, I did get this ring for him, and then almost right away got rid of his shield, so I'll wait on that. Theocrat has Defender now, and I ended up sending this shield to the Theocrat too, which is not a bad shield. Alright, I don't have anything to deal with them quite yet. My ironclads are getting close. I'm probably going to need a builder in this area to help heal those ships. So I'm going to make a couple of those now. Probably just 2 of them I think would do it. That way they can operate in this area and repair themselves as needed. This is probably another one of those cities that's not worth the time or resources to upgrade. It would be nice, well, it is going to grow anyway, so I might give it like the happiness buffs, happiness and growth. That may be worth it. But what do we got here? It's very happy. Probably worth it to get, yeah, probably worth it to grow the happiness a little bit, but that's about it. Oh, if I'd have noticed that, I would have cleared that on my way through. I kind of just missed that tomb. Well, I guess these guys are just going to be clearing stuff around here, so they'll probably get to it eventually. Speaking of, I think they have movement, so why don't we go beat the crap out of some orcs. Yeah, may as well get some more healers up in that group. Okay, guys, have fun. And I'm going to actually check this time to make sure whether I get a mount and not sell it if I do. I promise. Probably. Alright. The great thing with firstborns is you just kind of walk forward and everything else kind of just takes care of itself. Leave the knights where they can devastating charge if they need to, and should be good to go. Should have known they would go for the knights if I moved them up like that. They're all going for the knights, jeez. Well, except for this guy. Not a good idea. I want you to get off of that guy. Oh right, we have guns. Devastating charge. Oh, it takes care of that problem. Now, I'd like to get him somewhere where somebody's injured. Hey. No. Oh my gosh, he just wasted a shock trooper. Alright, I need to get that guy to some healing. And I need to get this guy to the afterlife. Probably, that's probably a battle I could have done in auto combat, to be perfectly honest. Okay, no mounts, crappy sword, sulfur gold. You know, as a matter of fact, I think I'm just gonna do that. I have such an overwhelming number of units here. Let's not waste time. Let's just kick some butt in auto combat. And that's what happens when you kick butt in auto combat. The computer's dumb with the swarm darter and it dies. Okay. Should have known better, but you know. None of that's any good either, really, so it's getting sold. Well, now I can auto combat liberally because the rest of these units are all pretty tough. Even the support units are tanky when you're dealing with dwarves. Alright, well, that's a bunch of knights. I may as well split these up into two kind of similar-ish stacks. At least that's what I would like to do. Have a healer in both. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll send one of these knights down here. And probably a firstborn up here. And another knight here. Sorry, there's a method to my madness. Okay, so 2 firstborn, 3 knights. Yep, each deck could have 2 firstborn, 3 knights, and a forge priest. Because I'm OCD like that. And I like everything to be even. Actually, that knight is going to go sit in the city because he's just beat up enough that he could die in the next auto combat. Alright, and then the rest of those units I will probably just use to rapid clear a bunch of stuff. Okay, I would like to summon Earth Elementals to go help deal with that mess up there. I am going to waste some casting because I want Embrace Darkness on whatever city I summon these in. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna get Embrace Darkness first. If it means backing off on some casting, that's alright. This is a good place to be able to summon these guys. And I'll get another one next turn, and I think with 2 of them should be more than capable of keeping the dragons safe while I upgrade them. And that way these armies can keep doing their thing. Alright, here we could get public paths, get an observatory. That's all in one turn, so that's pretty nice. This city is one that could definitely use some hurried production. It's got plenty of happiness. In fact, 900 I could hurry 3 things. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Hurry the production of the observatory, which will make it even more happy by giving it more dirt walls. I should be able to hurry observatory, Great Temple, and then Grand Palace within 3 turns. Nightshade Hollow, want that as fast as I can get it. Alright, yep, she did just level up on this turn, but I'm going to wait and save it for Undying, probably. Could be really useful for a heavy melee hero. Okay, I don't care if the Tigrans don't like me. And how quickly can all you guys make it to the front lines? Oh, yeah, that's right, I was making the road. Might have some of them grouped together. It's like a Forge Priest without a home right there. You can go with them. This group will eventually follow along behind where my king is going to clean up leftover structures and stuff like that. Actually, they should probably grab that too while they're here. This is Little Orc City. This is another one of those probably not really worth upgrading. I might give it the storehouse for growth, because it'll just get... Yeah, that's at least worth it. And you know what? I would rather leave, like, that Sun Guard... I'm just going to leave these guys back here. These armies don't really need help. Not exactly sure where I want them to go. I'm thinking straight east is probably the best bet. Yeah, those look like dead ends there. Short of going across a lava river. I've got other units. Yeah, it's kind of too late for me to... Well, it's not too late for me to send them up that way. I think I'm just going to go straight east and head towards Valerie. That seems like the safe bet. This army's pretty well suited to fight either of them, really. You're gonna die for no other reason than that you were in my way. And I will auto this one, I think. Yeah, I should be able to safely auto that one. Okay. 3 more spaces. Okay, good. Advanced logistics with roads is awesome. Cool. Well, they've got another stack of, like, kind of garbage units that can help out anyway, so neat. Alright, that industrial factory or whatever that was is done, so I can start making juggernauts. I was really hoping I could make them in 1 turn in this city, but it's not quite enough production. How close am I? 218. Well, I do have a different option. I don't know if it'll be enough, though. 320 production. Yeah, no, it's not enough. That takes a lot of production. I think I could cast mana fuel cells on the city, but neither of them are going to be anywhere close enough to make those guys in one turn. It might make a difference for like flame tanks though if I want to make more of those. Well, this city can make them in one turn anyway. So mana fuel cells would be kind of wasted on this city. But let's do this. We'll just actually, you know what? I'm just going to alternate Juggernauts and flame tanks for the rest of the game with that city. This city I've been working on upgrading, so I'll probably finish it. Give it a little bit of extra territory there. Kind of want to build her down there to finish that road. There's no reason to hold up anymore. I think I should just send these guys straight forward. I might start letting some units bunch up in groups before sending them out, so I'm not navigating tons of individual units all over the map. Oh good, this city's ready too on the same turn. Right. Should I make a bunch of... Should I make a fleet of warships? No, I think I will do the same thing with this city. This city could actually use a little more happiness. Oh, the race happiness is very unhappy. That kind of is annoying. I've got as much barons in there as I can. Whatever. This will be fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, I don't want to hurry production, though. That'll be okay. That city might get back up to cheerful. It might be like at exactly 600. I wish I could give it... I wish you could kind of determine, like, whether this tile... I wish I could choose, like, for example, whether this tile was in this city's borders or this city's borders. As far as I know, you can't really do that. Okay, Flowrock Citadel done here. Dreadnought Foundry coming up next, because that city is also going to make a ton of machines. And yeah, at that point, I'm just going to let them pile up and then send them off in probably full waves. I think I'm going to do that with a lot of units now, just because I don't want to micromanage moving everything across the map one unit at a time. Let's see here. What do I want to do with this city? The Tigrans don't really like me much. You know, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to absorb it. I'm going to try to keep them from hating me anymore. Because I don't want to spend time... Well, I've already migrated a few of their cities. I don't know. I think I'll just leave. I'll just try not to irritate them anymore. If there's another city I really need to migrate for a specific reason, I will, but I don't see the need to right now, other than to just move things along faster. Actually, you know what? Almost every single one of my cities is going to be better off as dwarves anyway if they have any gold mines. So, and this city does have gold mines. So you know what? This city is getting migrated, the other city is getting migrated, and we're just going to eat the Tigran unhappiness because it won't matter because I won't have any Tigran cities. So migrate to dwarves it is. And down here... You also get migrated to dwarves because you have gold mines and because I can do it in one turn. I am really, really evil. Minus 1,950. I'm a pretty bad guy. And don't think I'm going to do anything with this city, actually. That's going to go back on merchandise. I suppose a few more Griffin Riders wouldn't hurt. Alright, I was following a red navy in this area. I don't want to get this thing jumped necessarily. I want to leave it kind of posted over... Oh, nuts. That could be annoying. Stupid Wraith. I just hate the undead wandering around in this game. They're so annoying. Alright, well, I already know I can't take that structure, so I'm just gonna leave it. May come back later with other stuff, but for now, not worth losing a navy over. As long as nobody else can have it, I'm alright with that. Oh, these are those northern routes that I was thinking of sending these other guys through. I need to go get that giant dwelling. This guy is probably gonna dig around up there. I almost don't want to dig a path through there, actually. I need to punch through that giant dwelling is what I need to do. Alright, first off, who's got a lot of movement? You do. The builder will catch up. That's a nice array of units there. Tough enough that I probably should manual that one. Especially on account of the Earth Elemental, which I really wouldn't mind having a better counter for. I was thinking about putting a fort out here, so I would kind of like to go ahead and clear this, I think. It says very likely victory, so I'm probably okay. I give Earth Elementals a much higher rating in my mind than the game does. It's kind of like the opposite of what it does with Lost Souls, way overrating them. I think Earth Elementals deserve it. They're a lot better, I think, than even the game gives them credit for. I had some situations in the game with Jake and Dan where that was happening. It's like saying battles were closely matched when in reality the enemy had no chance. Let's try to get their attention. Yeah, do that. That did the trick. Okay, good. He's going to lag behind, which gives the flame tank a chance to hopefully, I think, burn all three of these units. Yep. And I can probably kill that elephant. Big game hunters right here. One thing about Earth Elementals is they're not particularly fast, so I'm okay there. I would very much like them to let their guard down. That did a lot of damage. Oh, fairies are a nice counter to those things. Even though only one channel of damage matters, it does enough damage through that channel to make a difference. That also ought to do a decent bit. Let's see here. I can't burn. The flame tank is actually useless for the remainder of this battle. What happens if I war cry and go nuts on this thing? Probably not good things. I'm gonna use this to do that. Okay, then they can probably finish it off. Okay. And then I'll use these guys to just soak up this thing's movement. Alright, I should be good now. As a matter of fact, I can ram with the tank. Alright, they can all stay there for now. I may as well build the fort on the next turn, now that I think of it. I could just stick it there and maybe turn it into a city later. That's not a bad spot for a city, actually. I need to remember to do that with that builder on the next turn. There's a lot of things I need to remember to do. I could dig around with this prospector, but for one thing I'm a little too lazy, and for another thing I still think I might need it to split off and scout somewhere else. So for now it's going to hang out with these people here. Alright, I got that done. Yeah, I think this one's going to generally follow along there too. I might dig out some of these dirt cavern walls with it, but actually, you know what? No, I think it's more. I think I need builders on the front line with my machines more than I need extra gold from digging out dirt cavern walls right now. I think at this point in the game, gold is basically a non-issue for me. Despite the fact that I'm producing an absolute ton of units, I'm still making over 1,000 per turn. Alright, why don't you grab those haste berries? Can almost get 2 of them. So I could use some healers on the front lines. And then another builder over here, and this is the one that was tunneling out all that stuff. He's done, so he can also go join his companions toward the front lines. My machines are just never going to die like this. Okay, guys, you're on hold for the moment. And hopefully I'm about to the next turn here. I think I was planning on sending them at that tower. I was a little confused there, but I believe that's what I was doing. Okay. Ready to end turn. Nothing else I need to do that I'm aware of, so let's get to it. Let's get to that next turn, and then maybe I can remember to do a couple things like building that fort. So we're at Valerie's turn right now. I probably still won't see much from her quite yet. This city is still independent, and that city is a vassal, so it's going to be a little while before I quite make it to Valerie. Actually, I do hear stuff flying around, though. It sounded like Griffin Riders. It's really weird that you can hear the sound effects of units that you can't see. I kind of wish that wasn't a thing. Yeah, I think those vassals are just, or those independents are just going to harass that dragon dwelling until I do something about them. Alright, let's get one Earth Elemental summoned here and send these guys up to deal with that little problem. I'll go ahead and start summoning another one, so I hopefully don't forget to put that down somewhere. I'm not sure where I'm going to actually put it. Let's see, the fort. I want to do that. Right here. And maybe I can get in a battle with those giants, which will probably kill my fairies with big rocks. Well, for one thing, that civic guard is getting dropped from this group. He is quite useless. He does have throw net, though, which may make him more useful. It will make him more useful than the prospector in a battle situation. Alright, I'm just going to punch through these guys. Hey, what are you doing? Oh. might lose some stuff, but with this army, it's not the end of the world. Ouch! Fairies do not like big rocks. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that's what they get for offering to join me. This is all their fault. Actually, this group right here is very poorly equipped to handle that. So, I think I'm going to focus on killing that frost giant as quickly as I can. Let's back everybody up. I don't want them running out and getting just creamed by those giants. They'll probably chase me down and cream my units anyway, but let's see if I can get some protection in there for the fairies. Probably not enough. Alright, I'm just going to see what these guys do. This battle's going to be sloppy. I wonder if I could... I'm going to slow. Slowing them doesn't do me that much good because I get such a long range attack. Killer Instinct doesn't give me Giant Slayer. I don't really have much of a better idea than slowed, so that's what I'm going to do. At least it'll prevent them from running away and throwing boulders very effectively. Oh, come on. You don't want to get burned by the big flame tank? But I had it just for you. Alright. Civic Guards, I do believe you're about to sacrifice yourselves. Well, maybe not. Yeesh, these things are tough. Alright. Oh, good hit. Very, very good hit. Alright, fairies, get out of there. I don't really want you guys getting hit by boulders either. We'll leave this to the tough people. Yeah, that shock trooper's pretty beat up, so I should probably be a little careful with him. Oh, would you cut it out? Oh. Oh, they're slowed. They can't retaliate. Right. Okay. Well then. That's very good. I'm liking these musketeers. Coming in handy. Except that one's about to die, so I'm not going to risk it. Alright. Do what you will. That I can deal with. Alright. You've now let your guard down. Alright, cool. That's a very dead giant. The next battle may not be so easy, unless they're dumb and they attack me. Actually, they'll probably be dumb and attack me. Or actually, I could also tunnel around, because I do have juggernauts. They could tunnel through the dirt walls. And no, wait, no, not the juggernauts. Have the prospector back there. He can't quite tunnel either. I don't think they have quite enough movement. Well, I'll just leave them here, and if these guys want to come after him, they can. It'll be a 1 group on 2. But that army's a lot less intimidating than the one I just fought, so it should be fine. I will never have goblin untouchables. And I will probably not have much in terms of goblin outposts and villagers either. I don't know which one of these to pick. Probably, maybe I'll get an untouchable from a random structure or something. I actually might have 1 goblin outpost, but I'm pretty sure it's going to grow soon. I think it's this one right here. Yeah, a village. Yeah, it's going to grow in 1 turn, so that would do me no good. Alright, camp there for the moment. I need... Well, you know what? I don't want this unit to camp there, because the army that I have moving forward, the one I was just fighting the giants with, could really use some healers. So, I should probably get them out there as soon as possible. Okay, so we got the gun, he got a fake gun and a real gun. Alright, cool. Let's move these guys forward. I know I'm a little over on this one, but I'm probably going to give you guys a bonus 10 minutes or so, just because, for one thing, I'm shortening it, and for another thing, comments kind of took a while this week. And for another thing, I just have stuff I want to get done. No mercy. And auto combat. Shock bolts. No. Sell all that. And I may as well just have these guys hang out together. How far can they all make it on the next turn? You know what? On the next turn I can get them into a triangle formation on the other side of that tunnel. I'm going to start letting the firstborns pile up here too. For the rest of these units, what I kind of like to do is just move them to the side. I don't even know why they're still there. There's literally nothing. You know, there's literally no reason I have these units here anymore. Other than just because I was super paranoid about losing this city by some off chance to a random scout. On that note, it's enough to just keep me paranoid enough. This city is too good. I put too much effort into it. I'm going to put these guys on camp, and then it'll just keep piling up firstborns, and I'll send out 6 at a time. Which I'll probably only be able to do once before the game ends, but I just don't want to micromanage units that much. This city, I carry production again. I'll let this one stay the way it is. I want to hurry production later in that one. Oh, the city's not doing anything. Yeah, the stone giants are my favorite, just because they have that really good range attack. I'll let the one other builder finish and then send these guys out into the water. Actually, I don't see a reason why not to just send them that way now. 792 gold for free, so that's cool. Let's see, I got some battles I can do down here. Yeah, you guys better be able to handle that. I could get the wizard tower, but that's literally useless, other than the fact that it would give me arcane catalyst, which is not really one of my favorites. The extra rank is nice, but the supercharged thing from dying in combat and spawning a lesser elemental, I try to avoid letting my units die in combat, so I've never been a huge fan of those kinds of abilities. On the other hand, though, it might be nice to clear that just because, you know, it's worth looking at it, because the extra rank on summoned units would be pretty nice, because then I could summon earth elementals here and they'd be that much closer to having tireless. Let's look and see what's in there, at least. Okay, yikes. Holy smokes. I could probably handle that unless I got unlucky with the stuns, and I don't really have a way to protect an army from getting stunned. I don't feel like losing a bunch of these units. I don't think it's worth a single extra rank. So I'm gonna say no on that one. That's a lot of really powerful stuff, jeez. Tigrans are rebellious. Well, too bad. I don't have any Tigran cities, do I? I should probably look at that. Oh gosh, I have so many cities. Archon, human, dwarf, 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 human, dwarf. Naga. I'm not seeing Tigrans listed in there anywhere, so it doesn't really matter whether or not they like me. Other than the fact that my Sun Guard might be kind of cranky. I will go ahead and send that snake out because I think they're going to be important against Valerie. Alright, now that that's done, I will go back to what I was doing. Juggernaut, Flame Tank, Infinite. Rushing production there, probably. And my capital city's also really happy, so hurry production there too. And that's a dwarf town, which is going to go on merchandise for the remainder of the game, I think. I could actually even produce machines in this city too. That might almost be overkill. I mean, if I'm producing infinite tanks in all my cities, I think my economy will start to suffer quite quickly for that. Not that it's necessarily a bad thing, but I just think it might be overkill at this point and ultimately not worth the money in the end. Alright, let's see who lives up here. A bunch of kind of terrible units. Well, not terrible units, just not enough of them to make much of a difference in a combat situation. I would like that snake to be in on this, get some XP. Who should it replace? That's a tricky question. For now, the engineer probably could use XP too, but I'm going to go with the snake on that one. I want to get at least one of these things evolved before running into the elves. Okay, well, I could micromanage this and try to get XP for the snake. I don't think I'm going to. In the interest of time, I think this is the part of the game where I really just want to start auto-combating. Did he at least level up once? I think he did. Well, yeah, dang, you got a bunch of XP for that battle. That's 51. How much does a newly produced one have? 30. So yeah, you got 21 XP out of it. That's alright. I think I'm going to drop one of those golems and add the flame tank. And then the rest of these guys will just make up the kind of random army that follows behind and provides backup if needed. Oh yeah, and one of these units in here somewhere is a settler, which will get replaced as soon as I can get it over here. Actually, it can get it darn close. I'm going to send them here, and then I should be able to get the settler to wherever I want on the next turn to found that city. Start making some pretty darn good elf archers. And hopefully it won't take me too long to get the city up and running for that purpose. And what do we got here? City is occupied. This is the one oh yeah, this is the one I just took. It's humans, so I won't tick them off. I will just absorb that. Okay. Domain invasion, I am quite aware of that. I think I need to start getting some units over there now. Actually, I think that's where the next thing I'm going to summon would be. Wait, no, I want to cancel this. Because I want... Well, you know what? I actually know that this is fine. Summon an Earth Elemental here. And then he can go this way and meet up with everybody. And bring out this one. Basically any units that can float or fly. Need to gather together and get over there as quickly as I can get them. I don't know what I'm going to do with these armies. They may not stay there for long. And you know what? I think this battle is one that I'm going to save for the next episode. So I'm going to go ahead and call it quits here for this one. Yeah, I think this is a good stopping point right here. So yeah, we're going to call it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. As always, leave your thoughts and your comments down below. I do expect to be releasing weekly episodes on Thursdays for the time being. If the day kind of changes, I will let you know, or I guess it'll just happen. But one way or another, I intend to deliver no less than one episode per week. That really shouldn't be too bad for me. So I think what I might be doing is reviewing comments on one night and then recording on another, which is probably the most likely thing that's going to end up happening. But we'll just kind of see how it goes. So thanks again for being so understanding with me as I make some changes to my channel here. But at its core, as long as you guys want to keep watching it, Age of Wonders will keep going every single week. I might do other videos to try new things every now and then, different series to keep some variety in my channel, just to keep things interesting. But you guys, by far and by, or what am I saying? By large and by far and large. I got the phrase. I don't know phrases. I don't know English. Anyway, for the most part, we'll go with that one. Age of Wonders is by far my most popular series, and so I want to keep that going. So thanks again for all the support, guys, and I will see you in the next episode.